Hey guys, Jamie Farrell with WiredWorks here, and Sonos has come out with a new app once again. I want to take you through the whole process of what it looks like installed on a system. So whether we've just installed your system for you or you're thinking about going to Sonos, take a look at the next few clips and I'll show you in about 10 minutes how to go through the whole Sonos system. I'm going to talk about the different rooms, how to group the rooms, how to go into the settings, how to reorganize some things. So if you're considering it, it's a pretty cool system. I think it'll be worth your time. Take a look. So let's get started with the Sonos app. You want to download the black and white app. This is the newest version here. As soon as you open up the app, if you've already connected to your system for the first time, it's automatically going to connect. The design of the new app is to be a one-page design. So essentially everything's going to be fluent from the bottom to the top. So up front here, you're going to have your recently played. This is kind of cool. So anything that you've been going over lately will populate right away. If you scroll down, you can see your account services that you have. This is also where you can manage them and add a few more account services. Keep on scrolling, you can see where your favorites are, your stations, and you can even edit this home if you want to rearrange the order that everything's going in here. So let's play some music. How does this work? We've got a few zones on this system, so a couple ways I can do it. I'm just going to grab from the bottom here and pull up. Your rooms are in alphabetical order unless it's playing in a certain room, and that room will take the top precedence right now, which you can see here is the pickleball speaker. So I've got family room TV. You can see that it's on TV, and the equalizer bars that are bouncing up and down, that show you there's something playing on the TV. I've got a back porch TV. These are both sound bars here. Then I've got another speaker in the family room, some landscape speakers, office speakers, and I've got porch eve speakers. So just for fun, let's go ahead and keep with the pickleball speaker. So once I select each of these, you can see it changes rooms. If I want to go back, I can go back down to pickleball speaker and select that. Once I've selected it, I can do a couple options. I already had music playing out here, so I can hit the play button and that will start right away. Or I can just go to recently played and pick something new. So let's pick something new. We'll go to a radio station. This one's in Pandora, and we're going to hit play. See the bottom where it was all grayed out? As soon as it starts playing outside, you'll start to see what's happening here. Now, if I touch this, it will give me a full screen. It's going to show me what's playing. It's going to allow me to turn up the volume here, and it's going to allow me to change songs right here. Now, if I hit the three little dots, I can save what's playing to a Sonos favorite. I've already got this on a Sonos favorite, so I can remove it if I want to, and I'm going to leave it for now. Below where it shows the pickleball speaker, you'll see what looks like two speakers right next to that. That's the group function. If I click on that, I have a few options here. I can group everywhere, which is to the entire house, or I can just pick one zone. So let's say I want pickleball to play on the landscape speakers. I'm just going to hit apply. And now you're going to see pickleball speaker +1. If I touch the volume here, I've got landscape and pickleball speakers. So I can either do a group volume with both of them going, or I can do a single volume and just move one of them up. Let's say I want the pickleball speaker to be louder. Now, if I want to ungroup this, it's pretty simple. I touch the pickleball speaker grouping and I undo the landscape. Now that zone will no longer play. I do have to hit the apply button here. If I want to go back, I basically pull, you see the little top bar right here? I'm just going to pull down. That's going to bring me back into the music. If I hit back, it's essentially going to bring me back into this home screen where we can then either pick new music for the pickleball speaker and click on this, change the music. Now I'm playing some Whitney Houston music and go back. Now, if I want to pick a new zone, all I have to do is either pull up from the bottom for my rooms, or if I touch the Your System button right here, it's going to pull all those zones back up. I can easily just pick back porch TV, and now I'm controlling that. So if I want to turn the volume up and down, I can do that. Now, I've got a few other things that I can show you on here. Sources and services. Sources, I have TV. That's the only source I have on this back porch TV. That's fine. Essentially, that means I can play music outside, and if I'm done playing music, I can switch it back to TV, and I just touch the TV button. If I want to manage my services here, I just hit manage. And this is going to populate with all my services that I currently have attached, and I can add them as well. So I just hit add. Sonos has over 100 different streams of music. There's so many things on here, you just run out of ideas. Let's go back. And I'll go back one more time. So that's manage your services. And I've also shown you how to add TV to play TV through there. Now, the other thing that I can do is we can go into the settings. And at this point, you'll be able to see each one of your speakers. I just unplugged one of my speakers outside, which is why you're seeing this error right here. But otherwise, I can click on something like Back Porch TV. Now I'm in the settings of this actual TV. So I can change the room name if I want by just touching that. I can type out a new room name. I can also scroll down and do a couple things here. I can adjust the EQ in the room. That'll let me do the bass, the treble, and loudness. And I can also, whoops, I went right out of there. Let's get back to the back porch. I can connect a subwoofer there. I can true play it, or I can adjust different things like night sound, speech enhancement, TV autoplay is already on. There's quite a bit of things I can set up. This is where I would control the remote if I wanted to program a remote to work the Sonos soundbar as well. They've got voice assistants. If you want to use Sonos, Alexa, or Google Home, all of those will work. And then I can also turn status light, which is a little white light on the front of the speaker, on or off. Each one of the speakers has a touch control. For volume and play pause, you can turn that on or off. And you, of course, can get to know and go to the Help Center if you're trying to figure out something else with it. Let's do another setting here. So let's go into settings and let's go into the family room. In this room, I have a soundbar and I have rear speakers as well. Common thing that people ask for is how do I adjust the rear speakers in a soundbar configuration? If I scroll down and I go into the EQ, I'm going to see surround audio. This is my rear speakers known as the surrounds. You're probably always going to want to leave them on, but you have two sounds to come out of here, TV level and music level. When the TV is playing in surround sound, you can adjust how loud those rear speakers are. I find this works pretty well for me at +7. You may not like the surround as much and you may want to lower it down, or you may want more surround sound and lower it up high, and raise it high, excuse me. Music level is if I'm just playing music to this room. This lets me adjust that. Technically, I could probably put this almost all the way up. That way the soundbar and the rear speakers are the same level. Music playback, I have it set to full. You have two options here, ambient or full. I want the full range of sound, so I leave it at full. This basically is just a little bit of distance. It's already configured that both those are more than 10 feet, which is fine. Now, from surround audio, let me actually just go back. I can take you to another setup, which is the sub audio. If you have a subwoofer in your Sonos system, you're able to control the sub right here. This is where you turn the volume up or down. You adjust the frequency, phase control. For the most part, most people are just going to be adjusting the sub level, volume up or down, or if it's late at night, maybe you just want to turn the subwoofer off. Those are the main settings that people go over. TruePlay, if you've got an iPhone and you want to optimize this room, you can use your iPhone only. It does not work with Android, and it will give you directions on how to optimize the room. By clicking TruePlay and going into the tuning, you'll see that it's getting started, and I can follow the directions from here. I'm not going to do this right now. I've done it in the past, and it does sound a whole lot better to do TruePlay. I do want to cancel. So let's go back. So the main thing to keep in mind is once you've got your music services, they're going to live right here. It's really easy. Your rooms are all at the bottom. You either hit your system to pull them up, or you just pull up the room. And you just touch each room. So as soon as you want to go to a new room, you just pick it. As soon as I'm in that room, I can pick the music. I can go to any type of music that I want in here, and I can play. Just like that, I am now playing AC/DC on the back porch TV. I'm going to pause this right now, and I'm going to go back, and I'm going to take the back porch TV since it's playing AC/DC, and I'm going to select TV. So I'm going to move it back to the TV that's playing on the back porch now. Simple app. If you are done playing Sonos, all you have to do if a room is still playing is just touch that room. And this is the family room TV. So actually you just have to turn the TV off. But any of these other rooms that are playing, pickleball speaker, for example, see where the pause button is here? That's all you have to do. So before you leave the house, just pause each zone. There's no real off on here. And that's it. That's the Sonos app in 2025.